Peace, peace, everybody.
Peace.
Happy Thursday. Let me close this. Yes, happy Thursday, guys. We are in springtime.
Happy
Thank you all for
Thursday.
coming. Thank y'all so much for joining our live. Please share with any of your friends or relatives that you think would enjoy a prayer circle that's non-denominational, so we're for everyone, whatever their beliefs are. We have a special guest, Sheila, today, and Sheila is the owner of Yamaya's Gifts. Sis, I'll post your info and stuff in the comments right now for your IG and things like that. If anybody wants to ever join us and be a guest, y'all are more than welcome. If you want to come on screen with us, just let us know and we will bring you on. If you want to join, if you want to have anything to talk about, if you have anything you want to share, so just let us know. Sisters, do you guys have anything to say?
No, I missed y'all last week. That's
yes.
It. I was like,
I did.
We was all Virgoing.
Yes. I had my allergies was acting up.
oh goodness. No, let me tell y'all. I just was like, dang, everybody talk about some safe travels. Why we end up missing our flights, y'all?
How y'all miss it?
I think I was watching one of your lives and you was talking about that.
Because we flew through Spirit. That's how we missed it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like one of those things where it was like it's inevitable.
You make it there to win around through Spirit.
Y'all got there though. What we're gonna do, guys, now is let Sheila introduce some of her events and products that she has. Us three will go off the screen while Sheila is speaking, and then we'll be right back. So let me go ahead and get everything set up, Miss Sheila. And you.
Okay. Peace. Hi, so it's your favorite herbalist, Miss She. So my name is Sheila. I am of Yamaya's Gift LLC. You can find me on Instagram as well as Facebook under those names. I believe that the information has been linked in the comments. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about myself as well as what I have going on, what I have up and coming. Well, first and foremost, I believe the first flyer is of the Goddess Trip, which is a 3-day in-person retreat that I have planned. We do have plant medicine that's involved. We're going to plan on doing this up in the mountains of North Georgia. So if you are in the area, well, not if you're in the area, but you can definitely get in the area and take a part of this. It is entitled embracing reality, an exploration of the heart chakra. We have some yoga, we have plant medicine involved, we have some great workshops planned, and I hope to see everyone there. It is limited space available, so we're only taking a certain amount of women, so definitely if you want to take advantage of that, go ahead and contact me about that. Also, the next flyer I have is it is the beginning of Yamaya's Gift. It is the first product I started with. It is my fibroid finisher tea. My healing journey started when I was diagnosed with having uterine fibroids as well as cysts. I was able to naturally heal myself of fibroids and also being able to keep my womb without having to have any type of surgeries. I didn't think anything of it. It wasn't until it was brought to my attention how many women actually suffer from fibroids. So that's where Yamaya's Gift came from. So that's the product I like to share with most women, because most women actually have some form of reproductive issue that mainly most commonly is uterine fibroids. And if there's a way that I can help you, definitely please reach out. That product has helped many women. There's many testimonies on my website. I don't know what else I want to say. I don't really I really want to. Oh, I also too. I want to go ahead and I want to thank the priesthood for inviting me to be able to enter the prayer circle. This actually, I consider it an honor at any time I can get around like-minded women. To just go ahead and just I know that we could, get our petitions heard and get them through. So I do appreciate the opportunity, and I hope to be able to see any of you next time on as a guest, because it's definitely an honor to be amongst these women.
Y'all, I don't know why I couldn't just show the background, so I'm going to show each one for
Oh.
5 seconds. Anybody
Oh.
want to check it out, just Snapchat it, screenshot it, and I'll show each one. I'm going to show the goddess event first, and then I'll show the other one. I will play around with this and figure out how I'm supposed to post a picture and the person at the same time. I thought I figured it out, but you guys, her Yamaya gift blend is such a beautiful thing, because one thing that that's something that's really, I was speaking to my cousin the other day about it, that Black women do suffer from these things more than most people. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you guys might not even know, because at times we get so comfortable. We get so used to that monthly pain. We get so used to that pain. We just think it's normal. We're just women. We got to suck it up. We know Black women, we take pain and we can focus on something else, because that's how powerful we are. So fibroids is something that's really, a lot of people don't even know about it. A lot of people try all different type of things, but I 100% stand by everybody here's products. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't share it with anybody if it wasn't something that I completely support. So Sheila, let me post in the comments your at on Gmail, on Instagram, Yamaya's Gifts.
Yes, as common as
And
fibroids are, meaning about 80% of women have them. Most of the time that you find them, it's normally by mistake. So it's a lot of times we don't think that we have them. Like when I had fibroids, I didn't know I had fibroids. My doctor was looking for my IUD. I was going to get my IUD removed, and they couldn't
mm,
find it. They did the internal ultrasound and found found the fibroids. So it's something that you really don't even know you have. So it goes to what you were saying is you don't think that there's anything wrong, because we begin to believe that symptoms are hereditary. We begin to confuse the two, because we say my mama had heavy periods, my mom had this, or my mom had, or my grandma, my auntie, they had hairs on their chin. They don't realize, no, that means that you come from a long line of people that had imbalanced hormones and fibroids.
right, right. And
Girl, it's
even,
the hair on the chin for me. I'm over
Yeah,
it.
it's the hair on the chins for me.
Lord.
yeah,
I feel like I'm growing a full beard and a gold teeth and everything.
And we
we're
like,
older. No, but honestly, that's really, so true, because I was having period problems at a time, and I spoke to my mom, and they were like, their response was, well, I did it too. And I was like, but I don't want to do it too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you trying to
you
tell me?
know, my mom through her, before her menopause, was having like 8 and 9 day periods. And I really wish that more gynecologists understood this, because it turns into harsh procedures, right? It turns
Mhm.
into having surgery, having hysterectomies, partial hysterectomies, losing a uterus, a fallopian tube. It adds a lot when the problem can be helped with herbs. That's one thing that I really believe. I'm not a person who's against Western medicine. I am what I call a 21st century a priestess, which means we can use both need to be combined. Like, I believe psychology needs astrology. I believe that doctors need herbal remedies, because the medication itself that they give us when we're sick or we're having symptoms only contribute to the more hormonal balance and balance, right? So they give you a medicine for the issue, and it only keeps really adding to the issue. And like she said, 80% of women have them, don't know they have them, and what really is, I was watching this lady who had PCOS and endometriosis, and she was saying how the scar tissue basically was growing up her spine. Like, I was like, oh, and she had to have a lot of surgery. So sometimes that though not supposed to be cramping that bad. We're not supposed to be bleeding that bad. We are supposed to bleed. I ain't nature boy, but we ain't supposed to bleed that bad.
You talk about some I ain't nature boy. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Don't care.
Period. And I support. Okay.
Right. I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? But I really appreciate that I have seen so many other other places promote your service. I don't even know if you're aware of it, that I've seen your products on. I saw them one time on Tasha K, and I was like, I know her.
Okay. So this
I was like,
is
what's my sister stuff?
This is what I be doing. This is what I tell people. This is what I do.
Yes. So what a lot of people.
If I like you, if I listen to you, if I follow you, or something like that, I will sit and you drop your PO box. I'm gonna put something in your PO box.
Yes.
And if you like it,
she was promoting it.
Shooting shots. I just be like,
yeah, she was drinking that tea. What, you remember? She was drinking that tea, girl. After she had her baby, she was drinking that tea.
The boy she had, because she had fibroids.
Yes.
And so I was really excited when she was like, when she called me, she was like, girl, this is really working. I'm like, hell no. So
yeah, I'm telling you, I was watching it. She started talking about it. I was like, that's my sister stuff. I'm over here trying to get gossip and tea. You know what I'm saying? We gossiping and giggling, and I was like, so.
And that's the thing, like too, like what I was gonna say, that even when they talk about when they tell you to have these surgeries, right? Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things, like she said, like the first thing they do, even when I found out I had fibroids, the first thing they did was when I came out of the office, we got dressed, they already had my surgery scheduled. But I'm like, but if you believe that you are beautifully and wonderfully made, if you believe that your hip bone is connected to your knee bone and your knee bone is connected to your ankle bone, how you gonna tell me that the only thing that my uterus is good for is carrying babies?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And now, like, and that's the trick. And we repeat that so many times as women. I don't want no more kids. Well, you're more than a baby making machine.
Right. Our uterus is our creativity. That's where we manifest from. The sacral chakra. That's the power of the womb. All of that.
Yes. So, and that's something I believe that for us as women, especially as Black women, that is that part of us they're so ready to snatch out of us. They just ready to
that's their first thing, Luckily, my mom changed her diet, my mom's a Virgo like us. You can't really tell Virgos nothing. So I would pray at night for her. And that's something, guys, I tell everybody to do. You can have stubborn family members and they be like, I want to eat pork. I want to do this. Cool. Pray for them. Pray that they see was for them, because one thing about trying to tell other people what to do is the ego automatically blocks it, right? Like, who you think you is telling me about myself? So the ego block it. So sometimes our family members can be stubborn, they can be stuck in their ways, and I'm telling y'all, I would just be in my room praying. Like, I pray my mom sees on her own, I pray she realizes on her own. And she changed her diet. Y'all, my mom is dang near 70. She looks 40.
That's
But
what's
once she changed her diet, she like reversed in age. She stopped having, problems with her cycle. Versus my aunt is a very physical person. So my aunt got the Blasian procedure and all the hormone replacements and Prozac. She dealt in versus, you know, the right, because you can't tell everybody. And y'all know Tauruses are super stubborn. So it's so I was able to witness with my own eyes, you know what I'm saying, that two women went through the same thing and it a different outcomes. They're got the same mom and the same daddy, you know what I'm saying, and one went one route and one went a more healthier route, and she came out better. So I definitely believe in holistic healing. You know what I'm saying? It's something we can appreciate. It's so good that we are able to have access to the herbs, and have we are now in a time, right, where everybody wants to try something different, because we've looked back like, well, all that other stuff didn't really, right? So that's
yeah.
beautiful. Sheila, one thing we do is I try to have a theme. I try to have something to start us off with. Um, and what really came to me in my spirit, being that it is springtime, April and Aries, is my theme this week for us is sacrifice.
Okay.
So the word sacrifice defined, where the hell am I at?
Listen. Okay.
Did she bring something?
Sacrifice definition.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so sacrifice defined is an act of slaughtering an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to God or to a divine supernatural figure. An animal, person, or object offered in sacrifice, an act of giving up something value for the sake of something or someone else's regard as more important or worthy. As we know it, April is going to give us Easter. So they have, Christ offering himself as the crucifixion, so on and so on. But in spirituality, sacrifice means when we give up our own power or give up our own values or give up what we know is right within us to please other people. And that is more of the way this sacrifice came to me for us sisters, because so much time, you guys, we are encouraged to sacrifice. It's a sacrifice ourselves for our community, sacrificing ourselves for our children, sacrificing ourselves for, people pleasing,
Come on.
and so I wanted to start this season with a new definition of sacrifice. Sacrifice is putting you first. Sacrifice is sacrificing caring about other people's beliefs or feelings about your own desires. Sacrifice is um, just dimming your light for somebody else at times. So, as women, as sisters, as brothers, we have men who join here too. Don't sacrifice ourselves. If we're going to sacrifice ourselves, do it for us, Because oftentimes you can hear the words people say when they like, oh, I'd sacrifice this for you, I gave this up for you, I did this for you. But we need to sacrifice for ourselves. If I do something, it's because I wanted to do it. It's not because I did it for someone else. I did it for me. So that's really what came to me. If anybody in the comments wants to add on to what they feel they have sacrificed, and if they understand, or resonate with that message, just let us know.
I resonated with that a lot. This week was very challenging for me, and it was interesting because that's exactly what it was about. Just caring too much about someone else's feelings or whatever, and not giving not giving them the opportunity to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Because I care so much that I'm not even presenting whatever it is that is an issue or something that I may want or whatever the case may be, and it's like sometimes we be in our heads so much that we're not getting nothing done, or we're not getting the things that we want because we haven't asked for it, because we've already made up in our minds that it's a no or whatever, So that was a real good one for me, because honey, the things that I sacrifice as a mother and as a businesswoman, and my business is being based on me being an entrepreneur, is a lot. It's a lot of traveling and a lot of scheduling and a lot of paperwork and a lot of websites and a lot of just
Thinking for
responsibilities.
people.
Huh?
You gotta, especially as mothers, we think for 5 people.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
It's like, what am I wearing? What are you wearing? What are you wearing? What do I need? What do you need? What do you need?
It's so funny because I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was like, man, literally, like, my ancestors, my guides, and just kind of slapped me and snatched my edges off and was like, you don't need edges because you acting like this. They was like, you want to sit up here and act like you got alopecia in here. It's like, no, I'm just playing. To anybody who out there that got it, I love y'all.
Give me my edges back.
Like, they took my junk, like, look, y'all, and it was just like, it had me really understanding, like, so many times we think that we're so far removed from the essence of God, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we think because we haven't did what is been societally instilled in us to do, then we are going to be dimmed, or we're not going to be able to get our blessings. And it's like, literally, when you make the decision to be different, when you make the decision to change, it happens right then and there, and God just literally allows for you to just continue on your journey as you were before, because you are the essence of. So you can't do nothing wrong. It's just about remembering it to stay on track, because we all fall short of glory. Yeah, I mean,
it's all a part of the journey. Even when
every
you
time
stumbling, it's all a part of the journey. But let me go back. Were you making a joke, or did your edges really get snatched?
I was joking. It was a spiritual snatch. That's what it was. It was a spiritual snatch. I'm talking about, like,
that's what I thought, but then I was like, hold on.
Listen, I'm talking about, no, they still there.
So can we see them edges?
I got some edges still, you know what I'm saying? They still there, But shoot, when I woke up, I was real nervous if they was gonna be or whatever. And it was so funny because what was interesting about my message is they said to me, imagine if you don't do this, and this is the last opportunity that we giving you to talk to us, to connect with us, to do anything with us, then what? When man, I'm talking about, I jumped up 10 toes down, like, you ain't said nothing. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? Like, because one thing that I know is I've literally made it through any and everything that I've ever
Amen.
been presented. You know what I'm saying? Like every challenge, everything. I'm talking about
You
it'll
right.
be a rocky, I'm an airplane and I'm talking about the turbulence, but baby, when I land, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, so why not? Why not give
When
it my
I,
all when I have the knowledge base to do so, you know? So
and
yeah. Good message, darling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I
It
it,
was
feel you on
good.
that sacrifice because, I'm just, of course, as Virgos, we're always people pleasers sometimes. So, it's always, I'm always pleasing others. I think about others and don't think about myself. So now it's like I'm neglecting myself. And when I do decide to think about myself, I tend to be worried, like, dang, you know, all these other people, I need to go take care of them. I need to, you know, help them out. I need to do this and I need to stop that because, and like you said, the sacrifice, I need to sacrifice not caring about them for a while and just think about myself mentally because it is mentally exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
see, I didn't want to cut you off.
Oh, no,
Um,
go ahead, go ahead.
when they say, because Spirit gave me at the beginning of the year, obedience is better than sacrifice. So I've been dealing with that all year. However, your message literally just explained the mess. You know what I'm saying? I had it wrong the entire time. Even
Yeah,
my idea of even my idea of sacrifice. Because when you first said it, you were like, you got to sacrifice. But I'm like, well, Spirit told me at the beginning of the year, obedience is better than sacrifice. So why should talk? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, no. But then it was like, then I'm listening to sacrifice, and it was like, it's because you ain't been obedient all year neither. So let's not call it that. So then it was like, but then listen, as I'm listening to you and we're talking, I'm like, hold on. If when it comes down to when we say obedient, when you're being obedient, it's generally us doing what we're supposed to be doing, what we know we're supposed to do, that we doing our self-care, we're supposed to be taking care, what I'm saying? We're doing that anyway. So why is that now a sacrifice? When you have turned self-care into a sacrifice. And when I'm saying you, I'm just talking about
yeah,
Yeah.
me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I'm like, okay, that's because you had it wrong the whole time. That's not the sacrifice you're supposed to be making. Like, because my yoke is light. So it's like, first of all of these other things that you picking up, saying, moms, we have to think for 5 people. No, we don't. We actually raise adequate children and have adequate households that we act like that we micromanage. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that we got a lot on our shoulders. It's like we have to learn to sacrifice all that other, like, it's like that we're sacrificing the wrong thing. It's not. That's what your message, as it was coming to me, it was like, no, you getting upset and frustrated because you spread so thin, but you're spreading yourself so thin.
Oh, that's so funny, Sheila. The old man said that to me. He was like, y'all don't spoil kids. He was like, they not the ones that spoil. He was like, y'all be the ones that spoil. He was like, because y'all spoil y'all time to yourselves. Y'all spoil the ability to just breathe. Y'all spoil all of this. And I just start thinking like, that's it. Like, the baby not spoiled because this is what the baby is required or what we felt like the baby needed. And so now when it's time for us to take a break or us to breathe or us to go do whatever, it's like the baby right here. Our time is spoiled. The baby ain't spoiled. The baby just fine. The baby is happy doing exactly what it wants to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So when he said that, it was just like, oh, and you sitting here saying the same thing. And it's like, damn, like we just constantly going in a cycle of repetitiveness of just like,
Doing
oh,
it doing it to yourself. It's like you're turning yourself into a victim. Like, you do it, like, you put
hey,
yourself.
we call that the OTT, okay? The oppression trap triangle. Are you the victim, the victor, or the villain? You don't want to be any of them. None of them are good and none of them are bad. You know what I'm saying? Like they're equally yoked, but you want to be
I call
above
it the
that
VV
triangle.
game.
You call it the
You
who?
know, the VV game. Like either
Oh,
you're a
right. Yes.
victim or a victimizer, but the
Hmm.
key is to be neither. You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
You
I
got to
don't
be
want to
above
be
it.
either one. You
Hmm.
know,
And that's what it comes to being very. It's important to be very self-aware. That self-awareness. So being able to say, "Oh no, I'm doing too much. This ain't this. This me. This is able. You know, I can sit down and do whatever I need to do. I don't have to go do all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or
Mm-hmm.
even even in when it comes down to scheduling and being everything and being in order. A lot of times when for myself when I find myself frustrated because I don't have time to get things done, it's because I didn't adhere to the schedule that I made for myself. So again, it's all about the sacrifice. It was just like this. I had it wrong. I had it the whole opposite.
Bro, I'm
And it
throwing confetti
creates
up in the air right now.
and the idea, because I speak to so many people and they'll be like, well, I did this for them. I gave this up for them. And I'm
Bump
like, so
them.
now you the victim.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You the victim of your own actions and blaming another person.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? That's why I
What?
said
The doors of the
sacrifice
church
for
open.
yourself. You get what I'm saying? I did this for myself, because a lot of the sacrifices people make, honestly, is for their ego,
Had nothing
right?
to do with the
I
other person.
helped you. I did this for you. I came through for you. It's like, so did you really do it from the heart in the first place? So you sacrificed all of that to hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that I did this for you, and now you want them to do this for you, and it's like, no, you should have did it because you wanted to do it in the first place,
No.
out of your heart, out of your kindness, out of your love. And like I tell everybody, stop looking to people to give you your thank yous. God gonna give you your thank yous. Stop looking for people for, oh, thanks for helping me. I helped you out of my heart. God's gonna thank me. You know what I'm saying? The universe gonna support me. The universe is going to give me back the energy that I gave you. I don't need it back from you because you didn't have it in the first place
Mm-hmm.
when I sacrificed for you. How you gonna get energy to give me back? So I think that ruins a lot of our perceptions. I hear a lot of people say it in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Even with jobs, I sacrificed my time for this job. They paid you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you
At the end
walked
of the
in the
day.
building on your
Yeah.
own. You got dressed and drove there on
Oh
your
my
own.
goodness.
And so I just believe because of the definitions that I described of what they said sacrifice is that made us perceive sacrifice as chopping my arm off. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Chopping my values down. And I just want us to realize that the sacrifices God made for us, not, you know what I'm saying? And we are here for us. So that was just something that spirit came to me. I'm gonna go ahead and start reading our prayers. If anyone wants to, please leave them in the comment box. You can also text them to me at 817-614-5432 if you don't want to put them in the comments. We also have a form that is on our website at www.thepriestesshood.org, and there is a form for you to fill out. We don't say anybody's names. We just may say you guys' initials, and once I read the prayer, you guys know who you are. The first prayer request, guys, it really, really warmed my heart. So I'm gonna read it. It is from KB, and her prayer request is, I want to pray for gratitude. I'm so thankful for my life and all that I have worked hard for. And I want to say amen to that, because sometimes, like, my motto and something I told my kids, gratitude is the attitude. As we know, even non-spiritual people speak about the state of gratitude. Being in the state of gratitude lets the universe know, oh, let me give you more. Since you're so happy about this, I'm gonna give you more. So I want to send Sister KB her flowers. You know what I'm saying? I want to send her thank you, sis, for reminding us. Thank you for reminding us about gratitude, because a lot of times when we pray and a lot of times we do spells and rituals, we always asking for something, right? We do a spell because we want something. And a lot of our prayers, a lot of our spells, a lot of our um manifestations, gratitude is the attitude that's going to bring you what you desire. So Sister KB, I pray that you stay in this place of gratitude. I really want you to know that you have worked hard for all that you have. And I am so praying that you stay in this beautiful spirit of gratitude, and that, you remember that gratitude is the way to start the day. Gratitude is the way to end the day. Gratitude, sometimes you got to be grateful for stuff that ain't even I'm grateful things messed up sometimes. I'm grateful people didn't come through sometimes. I'm grateful they showed who they were sometimes. So gratitude is something that I really, really pray for all of us. I pray that we all understand that heart space of gratitude and how powerful it is in attracting more of what we desire. So, Sister KB, I definitely want to send really a lot of love to you, just to match the love that you're presenting and that I felt from this prayer request. And I hope that, you did work hard for the things that you have, but don't always think you have to work hard to get what you desire, because sometimes that mindset is, I gotta do hard to get something. I want you to open up sometimes and just allow the universe to give you things without working hard. You know what I'm saying? You put in the work. So, I mean, open up and let the things flow to you. So I'm sending you a lot of love and gratitude myself for you sending in this first prayer request. I really think it really warmed my heart and set the tone for our prayers.
Ashe.
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 Yes. KB, I also want to say, when she mentioned that gratitude, that really hit me because I have been like running around all week. I've been busy with candle making, sales, events after events, and the fact that I think it was Tuesday was what, the new moon was Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah. So I realized in the shower, I was in the shower and I realized, I said, you know what, I need to stop and show gratitude to my ancestors and to my spirit guides, because we sometimes forget, because we're so busy doing things and all the blessings that's coming to us, we tend to forget to just stop and show just that gratitude, just to say thank you, or that they're there for you, that they have your back, that they're protecting you. So yeah, KB, I also want to show
Yeah.
you love too, and gratitude, and to say thank you for that, because
Ashe.
we do need to stop sometimes and just show that gratitude for 'em.
Yeah. Sometimes we
Ashe.
forget.
Yeah, we tend to forget.
But then we think like, oh yeah, that should happen. We put in the word, this should come. We like, but no, that's because you do something. That doesn't mean it's you gotta get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That is something to always remember to be thankful. It seems like something that's basic, but it's really it's something you gotta really make sure you always stay conscious
yeah.
of everything.
Yes, ma'am. Our
Oh,
next prayer request goes out to um KT, and she is asking for prayer with her anxiety and to give her strength. And I I really resonate with that because I have a lot of anxiety, you know what I'm saying? And a lot that I've realized is that Black women or people of color, we don't get to have anxiety. We don't get to have these same things, and they don't look the same. You know, this person may look perfectly fine, maybe smiling and dealing with, you know, anxiety. So I truly pray, sis, that you find clarity, that you find grounding, that, you know, you're able to pause, take little pauses just to regroup at times. I know we get so caught up in the world and we're going and going and going. I pray for you to have the strength. I honestly believe you have the strength. I believe that you have, you know, you're a very powerful person. It's really not nothing you have been through that you haven't got through, sis. You have so much strength. You know, you deal with things that I believe most of us couldn't deal with in the way that you deal with. So I pray that you find just maybe 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 10 seconds, that when you're feeling anxiety, that you're able to just stop, take a good deep breath, see how much you have, you know what I'm saying? See the beauty all around you, and that, you know, the universe and that God continues to protect you and continues to be there for your strength. I also, you know, want to just say thank you so much for sending in your prayer requests. We appreciate you guys so much. Um, and sis, I really want you to know that you are strong in every way, you know, and I really appreciate you always being supportive of me. And I really pray, sis, that if you're having anxiety, that that heaviness, because anxiety like feels like something sitting on your chest and you don't know what it is. You know, you're just anxious. Sometimes anxiety is just anxiousness, like, oh, I know something's coming, or, you know, we get too fast. So I just really pray, and I really just ask that you just take even 5 seconds to sometimes and pause. Just, I feel like that will really help with your anxiety. You know, of course, sisters here have herbs and things for anxiety if you ever want to reach out and to anybody, you know, but also, you know, I just pray that you find the peace in all of your busy movements, and know that all of it has a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much. And I pray for your relief of anxiety. And I truly pray that I don't want to say find the strength. I pray that you know you have the strength. I pray that whatever you're getting through or going through or want to get to, that the strength that's already there remind you that it's there, and that you continue doing the things and staying on the road that you are, because you're doing great.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. That's ooh, that gave me chills, Christina. Ooh, I felt that. I did. I felt it.
I'm cracking up. Well, I would definitely go ahead and say my piece. Anxiety, uh, heart chakra is what I'm kind of picking up, and just connecting with that, and knowing that forgiveness of old things will assist in anxiety. Um, Realizing that everything was just a part of life to get to another part of life, for you to discover another part of life that's going to be a never ending part of life. You know what I'm saying? So I just pray that you have understanding and gain some peace over your mind, and knowing that it's just a part of life, and 9 times out of 10 you're already past the thing that is getting or giving you anxiety. So I just pray peace over your mind, babe. Ashe.
Ashe.
Also, I want to say, I don't know if you meditate. Meditation is also good. That can calm that anxiety down. Um, just take 5 minutes when you wake up in the morning. Just 5 minutes. Of course, YouTube has some guided meditations, and just take that moment and just be present and with yourself and just meditate. Just start off with 5 minutes, and also even before you go to bed at night, just do another 5 minute meditation. I that meditation tends to help me. It calms me, and if you continually and be consistent with it, it will work with that anxiety. So I pray that you do get that peace and that calmness of to help you with that anxiety. You know, I just pray that it'll be relaxing too. Ashe.
Ashe.
Yeah. I wanted to add this. I actually just had my daughter just open up to me about her struggles with anxiety. Um, and she's 13. So when it comes to anxiety, that's something that I've struggled with as well. So when it comes to that, you want to make sure that it's not just because, of course, there are herbal recommendations. My favorite herb when it comes to that is ashwagandha. Of course, I have a website. Your face probably have some. You can get them anywhere. But if you want to just, if you want something now, you know what I'm saying? You definitely could get some ashwagandha tinctures and put it on your tongue. That's really good for anxiety. The main thing with that also too.
No, go sit down and eat.
Oh, and also too, the other thing when it comes to anxiety is you have to make sure that um, what you're eating too, because it's a lot of that processed foods and those red dyes, they cause anxiety. A lot of those preservatives, they cause the side effect are anxiety. So if you eat a lot of processed foods, you will see that you might notice that your anxiety can spike during those times as well. Also, if you smoking, if you smoking certain hybrids, you might have to keep straight to indica because sometimes you could smoke and it will make your anxiety worse. And those are just some things that that we could do to ourselves, but that always remember during the time of anxiety, of high anxiety, that there isn't anything that we can worry about because we're right where we're supposed to be at this time. It's all a part of the journey. It's not there's not a mistake that you can make along the way. If you believe that every step that you make is divinely ordered and step, you're where you're supposed to be, and you have to always remind yourself of that. As being a spiritual being, you can't be out of place.
So, sis, are you saying that indica helps with anxiety versus sativia?
It's yeah, because it's this. I think it's the sativa is the one that it's more of an upper, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that if you already have anxiety, you could smoke and you could notice it. I noticed that it was a few years ago, and I kept having these like anxiety moments, and I didn't understand what was going on until I had a Fitbit, and I would notice that I could be smoking, and I'm laying down, and my heart just go to racing, and I was like, it's the weed. I'm fine.
You know what? So much. I want to speak on something, sisters.
Oh, can I? Oh, if I
Go
can.
ahead. Go
That's
ahead.
good to know. This is some good information. That's good to
Okay.
Yeah.
know.
No, but sometimes we do. No, this I didn't know if I could say all that, but I'm just saying that sometimes it's things that we're actually doing that gives us anxiety. Even if we're going into the things that we were talking about before, that we stressed ourselves out by putting so much on our plate, then go smoke to calm down, and then we just did two. You know what I'm saying? We just did a whole day worth of things that give us anxiety,
Mhm.
and then we try to go to bed.
Well, sis, we're definitely keeping you in our thoughts and prayers.
Ashe.
We are grateful for you joining us. She is here, guys. This is her. She definitely said thank you, Queen, to you, Yamea. If you guys are looking in the comments, so sis, we are definitely sending you love, light, prayers, and we pray that you know that you are where you're supposed to be, that you have the strength, and I pray that the anxiety you know relieves itself, and that you just find peace. Even like, to me, 5 seconds and 10 seconds, in those anger management classes and all of that, they tell you to stop and count to 10. That really can help with anxiety, making big choices, and a lot of things. So I definitely am sending you a lot of love, sis, and we definitely pray that that you are relieved of anxiety, and that God continues to show you how powerful that you are, and reminds you that you have the strength already within you.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Yes. Our next prayer, guys, is for TR, and she is needing prayer for her children. Her son and her daughter have been showing a lot of emotional and behavior issues. And I really appreciate that, because I feel like us as parents notice those things first, right? We notice something's wrong, something's off. A few months ago, guys, my Gemini son was like, I want to go to therapy. And I'm like, for what? Like, what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? And he really just wanted to go and have somebody to talk to, or have someone to soundboard. But what was really, and as a Virgo, we want all control, but I had to surrender, because this is his journey, right? And one of the things that him going to therapy really, really did, honestly, was make him see that a lot of things mommy's been saying is the truth. Like, it was like, after he would go to a session, it was like he would come back with, oh, now I understand what you were trying to say when you said this. Now I get why you know what I'm saying? Because Gemini in astrology is like, they want to be the favorite son, right? But also can be Cain and Abel, back and forth. So I really, really want to send to our sister the strength, the power, the love, you know what I'm saying, the guidance, and to ask the universe how to help you with these things. This sister is not just an average sister. This is a social worker. This is someone who have been through all of those child classes, knows how to speak to children. So I really appreciate her as a black mother, like saying, hey, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I really pray that, sis, that you find the services and the things with them. I pray that you guys find open communication, and they're babies. They don't have the words right now to fully put together. And I pray that the children, that your children do find their way of expressing what they are feeling, because I honestly feel like they don't understand what they're feeling, and it's displaying itself as behavioral issues, because those are beautiful, bright, intelligent children. They also, sis, really what my heart honestly is picking up is that the babies are picking up on your energy, and they're behaving and acting, because they're not feeling like their mom is okay. They're not feeling like. So I really want to send all of y'all peace, prayers, and protection and clarity on the things. And I pray the children, they're so much stronger than we give them credit for. These new kids are something else. Like, these babies are light years ahead of us. So I really pray, sis, that you're not scared to find resources, because I know that you know what resources you can use. You know what I'm saying? I pray that you don't feel like you did something wrong, and that you are the contribution to their behavioral problems. You are a great mother. You have done a great job. These babies are beautiful. They're always well dressed, and they always are so polite. So I just pray for all of y'all. I pray that you and the children find things that may be able to get y'all over this little situation. you know I pray that you guys find the tools that you need to better express or better relate to what they are feeling. One advice I do is suggest with all children is to get them an emotional chart. So you can Google emotional charts with pictures. And I think that sometimes really helps kids identify what the emotion is, because sometimes anger, what looks like anger, what comes off is angry, is really fear. And that's something I had to teach my kids. I remember Jonas was like 2 and he ran into the street, and I, snatched his ass up like, boy, don't you ever, you know what I'm saying? And the first thing, when I thought, I was like, I'm not mad, I'm scared. Because sometimes mad and anger look like fear, look like scared. I wasn't mad at him for going in the street. He's a child. That's a lesson he have to learn. I was scared something would happen to my baby. So I pray that you guys find the emotional support that you need. Never feel bad for reaching out and putting your kids in any programs or anything that you think will work best for you guys. Those are your babies, and they have, they're young. So whatever they're going through, they can get through it. So I pray for all of you guys, and I'm sending y'all a lot of love.
Ashe.
Yeah,
Ashe.
I pray that the
Ashe.
doors of communication are open between you all and the children. That I pray that you just know and you are reassured that you are doing a good job, that you are a good mother, that with the situation that your children are going through are not the situation that you see about at work. I pray that they're just able just be able to just even just in your communication with them, that you're just this you're doing a good job. And these kids, they're not going through anything bad. You're doing a very good job. They love you. But I just pray that the doors of communication just continue to be open between you and your children, that you're able to hear them and they're able to hear you. Not just to hear what you're saying, but hear you with your intention, to hear your heart, to hear what you mean. Even if the words may not always come out right, that you all always understand each other. And leave.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. I pray, oh, ladies, y'all said it for real. Y'all said it. I do pray that you do find, again, emotional support. Um, again, like, you know, don't be afraid to go to therapy, because, again, in the Black community, oh, we don't go to therapy or anything like that. We don't do that, but it is good. And I feel like everybody should go to therapy at least once, just to talk. If you don't even, like you said, you don't even have to have issues, just to talk, just to get it out, just to get that little guidance that you need. So I really do pray, if possible, y'all could take time out to try therapy. I'm not saying, oh, you need it, but just to try it. It will. You can just find out what could be going on with the kids. Again, they could be feeding off your energy, and I mean, then everybody can open up, and hopefully everybody can be at peace. So I really do pray for that for you. Okay.
Yeah, and therapy really is just talking to a qualified person. Sometime one time, honestly, when me and my children's father split up, I had a hatred. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate this person. And like I went to therapy just to find a better way to say I hate this person. But to say it in a better way and to realize, that my hatred was for him was really out of expectations. I had to realize he wasn't properly parented. You know what I'm saying? So I think that sometimes, and I tell everybody this, multi-millionaires go to therapists because they don't go because something is wrong. They just go because they know this person is more qualified to help them with little stressors that they may have in their days. I also don't therapy doesn't mean nothing wrong is wrong. Therapy is not a psychiatrist. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
So that when Jonas wanted to go to therapy, it was just because he wanted to express himself better. That's what he went for, to find better ways for us to communicate. I don't want to go into his astrology chart, but I could tell the boy it's raining outside. He wouldn't believe me. He'd have to see it for himself. So that's his own journey. You know what I'm saying? So I really think therapy kind of made him realize, like, my mama know what she talking about. So I really do send lots of love to you guys. We will continue to keep you guys in our prayers and continue to think of you guys this week. Please continue to let us know the updates. I have another prayer request that is coming from the comments. It is from Karma Dharma Killa, and she said that oh, thank you, sis. She said to check out the app Better Health. I think that's something we could all check out.
Mhm.
Um, Let me see. She said that her name used to be Spiritual Awakening. I definitely remember seeing you here, sis. Thank you for coming back. And she says that she wants prayers for guidance and protection as all the people in Fort Worth are attacking me.
Oh
Um,
wow.
Not all of them.
yeah.
I know. I'm like, wow, what's going on?
Girl, Funky Town
Dang.
is a mess. You know
I'm
that.
like, yeah,
You
yeah.
know anything down, sis, I pray. I don't know. Please share with us what part of Fort Worth you're in so we can, visualize that location because we're also from DFW. So we understand the area so we can use our, necromancy to help you with protection. Sis, I pray that, um, I pray that you continue protecting yourself, that you continue prayed up, that you continue in knowing that praying that you can, like, whatever, if you pray for protection, if you do rituals for protection, if you go to ancestors for protection or God or whatever your spirit connects with, I pray that these loving gods and loving energies continue to protect you. um I also want to say that I definitely pray for your guidance. You know what I'm saying? That you are guided into a better situation where you feel protected and where you feel at peace. I pray that the universe guides you to a loving community, loving neighbors, and loving just a safe space. I think that's one of the most important things as a people is we need a safe space. So I rebuke anybody in Fort Worth that is trying to attack you. I rebuke all negative energy that is coming your way. We are returning it to where it comes from, or we are returning it to God. I want you, I really feel, sis, that whatever has happened has kind of put you on a new path because you've seen some things, you know. I feel I really want you to continue down that path that God is leading you, that is helping you and that is giving you peace, whichever way it may be, whatever it is that you need to give peace. But I do want to first and foremost and be clear that anybody who brings you harm will have to pay the price. You know what I'm saying? By God, by your loved ones, by the police, whichever, whatever. I pray that people in this area, you know, are that you are protected. I don't even want them to see you, you know. So I really pray, sis, that you find that peace, because I would hate to be, you know, feeling like people are attacking me, you know. So I really hope that the universe protects you from those attacks. And like we said, like I said, I rebuke all and everyone who is trying to enter your space and bring you negative energy. Sis also says she's an Aries, so happy birthday to you, sister. Um, you know, it's a new year coming for you. So I pray that this new year that is approaching, because it seems, you know, just my intuition, your birthday came. I feel like the energy started to change and you kind of started feeling more different things or a different direction that God is leading you to. So I really do pray for your new journey. I pray that this year brings you new insight, you know, and that you know that for you being an Aries, you're entering into a new year. Let's leave all that behind. Let's leave that idea behind. And honestly, guys, the reason why the word sacrifice did come to me is because it is a key word of Aries, you know. So sis, I pray that you aren't sacrificing your safety, you know, or your values in Funky Town, you know what I'm saying? So I pray that everybody, anyone in Fort, I have great sisters in Fort Worth, you know, so we are all going to send you a lot of protection in that area. Ashe.
I'd like to just send a prayer of protection for her, but for all of our spiritual sisters, all of our spiritual practitioners, um, just to cover us and protect us from forces that are known as well as unknown, as far as God, as well as God in our mind, protecting us to make sure that we're continuing on the correct path to where we're supposed to be going. Um, you said earlier, you said maybe that you were feeling like she saw some things, um, and I was thinking that too when I was looking in the comics, and I started to think about spiritual awakening. Even if you change your name, or even if you change religion, if you get deep enough into it, you're gonna see things beyond the surface.
Hmm.
Pray that, and that's one thing I've been praying lately. I've just been asking God to open my eyes to allow me to see it, but not to scare me to whatever it is that was being revealed to me, but allow me to be able to ingest it, and not just to show it to me, but show it to me with a plan, and also with knowing what to do. You know, it's just like not just putting a newborn baby inside of a stick, a manual shift car. You know what I'm saying? So I just pray for the guiding of our minds and for what we're being able to see, that we're able to see it, because I do believe that there is a shift in the atmosphere, that there are more things being revealed, and being spiritual, you can't hide from that. You can't hide from that in any religion, not for long, not going deep. And being a spiritual person is going to find you either way. So just pray for protection for the God of your mind and what you're seeing with your eye gates, your ear gates, everything that you're seeing. Just
Ashe.
keep it protected, covered, and ask God to tell you how to protect yours. Ask your spirits to lead you. What do you especially need to do to protect yourself, to cover you?
Amen.
Ashe.
I pray for that protection. I pray protection from any evil, negative energy, evil spirits, or anything that's going on that you're dealing with, especially in Fort Worth. I pray that you do find that guidance to get to a peaceful and loving place. I also pray that you get that guidance to also protect yourself. And again, I don't know exactly what's going on, but we all need to protect ourselves spiritually, mentally, and physically. And I'm just a big person about that. Mentally, physically, spiritually, everything. Again, like I said, I don't know what's going on, but if you do rituals, spells, um, try burning a candle. Pray for that protection to your ancestors, to your spirit guides to protect you. Of course, this is Texas, so we do have license to carry. Again, like I said, I don't know what's going on.
Well, that escalated.
I'm just saying, I don't know what's because she said for work. So I'm just saying, I don't know what's going on. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know what's going on. We live in Texas.
Gang,
So.
gang. Okay. We are prayer
Huh.
warriors.
Yes.
Okay,
Huh.
prayer
If it's going
warriors.
down, pull that thing out.
Exactly.
Let me
Exactly.
tell
I'm
y'all,
just
my
saying.
best friend who is on the live, my best friend, I'm telling you, my sister, we could be at a restaurant. My sister got that thing on her.
Let
She's
me
spiritually protected, but we in
exactly.
Fort Worth, and and us people who are locals to that area, we already know how they are, how they,
Exactly.
we grew up with seeing, those situations and how some of those people respond. I don't know what's in the water, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And the way
But
stuff is going on now in this DFW, I don't that's why I said I don't know what's going on. And like you said, I'm licensed to carry. I'm spiritually protected and
Same.
physically. I'm licensed to carry, and yes, I do carry. So I carry everywhere I go. So I'm just saying.
Gang,
but
gang.
we
Boop,
in
boop, boop, boop,
Texas,
boop.
we can
We're in
carry.
Texas. Exactly. But yes, but I do pray that you do get that
Sips
protection that
tea.
you need. I do. I do. Again, like I said, I don't know what's going on. I'm just want to throw that out there.
Yes, sis, we definitely send you a lot of love and protection by any means necessary.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ashe.
that's what my friend wrote. She
I
said, I
keep
keep
that
that thing
thing
on me.
on.
That's right.
I ain't mad. I
you
ain't mad.
Yes.
you
I
I say a
call
know.
prayer
my
warrior.
gun. I call her Black Onyx. Because
Hello.
she's black
Oh,
and Onyx protection. So see.
Hello.
yeah. Black Onyx.
Yeah.
I ain't mad.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go into our next prayer request. It is for TR. As you know, guys, she asked for us just kind of repeat the prayer for her every week. Again, she's asking to connect with her spirit guides in prayer that her hubs and her are filled with creativity. And I'll just share a little bit about them so you can kind of visualize. These people are going from, a big old home, and they are transitioning transitioning into an RV type lifestyle. Her husband for the past couple years has been remodeling an old bus for them. And they're just, they honestly, I met them. They had they had a lot of health problems. And for the past few years of knowing her, it has been beautiful to see the transformation from her husband. Her husband looks 20 years younger, guys. He was dealing with a lot. I would say every chakra issue. You know what I'm saying? And this man truly transformed himself. And one of the way they transformed themselves is letting go, right? Because they came from this era. They live in this big household. They got rooms and all this stuff. And now they are headed towards a new lifestyle. So I definitely want to I definitely want to send her continue connection. I pray that the universe continues to remove the blockages that you may be feeling so that you can hear the spirit guides, because I feel like we're always connected to those things. Sometimes we just have to, like a AM FM radio, you just got to kind of find your channel to listen clearly. And I pray that you guys continue to find the strength and motivation to be creative for you guys' goal.
I don't know how to put this in a prayer form, but what I got to say, they want to be more creative. They need to connect more together, like have more sex. Like seriously, up it. No, seriously, up it. Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe. So we are sending y'all the spring fertile vibes. Not saying y'all have to make a baby, but
But if it happens, hey.
Yeah, but she's a grandmother, guys. I don't think they want no kids. But I do know that sex is creative, so I pray that you guys find that vibrant, seductive, sensational energy, and that through it manifest your creativity. And Sheila is so right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna work on that. I like the way you say it.
You hear me bust that out. That it explodes into the creativity that you desire.
Watch. She gonna hit you back up, and she like, what? Listen.
Mm-hmm. Amen, sis. We're definitely sending you love.
Yes.
Ashe. I pray that you have a safe and adventurous journey. I love the idea of living that RV life. I'm not sure if I would be able to do it myself because, honey, I need space. But I love the idea of it. So I just want to pray that your journey continues on peacefully and you get everything that you desire. And, that you remain in good health and great wealth.
Absolutely.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Please keep us updated on this RV life. I'm like already in my mind, like
okay. Is there a TikTok for it?
Yeah, like
she does have an Instagram and she's working on a TikTok. If you guys are interested, I definitely will share her stuff. But yeah, she's from Oklahoma and they are embarking on a new journey.
That sounds great. Grandsons.
Mm-hmm. Ashe. What y'all got going on? Why y'all all quiet?
Looking at my grandson sitting in this little birthing chair for some reason.
I had to run to the bathroom just now. That's why I was off a little bit. I missed that.
All right. It is all right. Sisters, I'm sending prayers to you guys and gratitude for you guys being here with me. Thank you so much
Ashe.
for being supported from day one. Sheila is why we even have StreamYard.
Oh,
Ashe.
thank you,
Sheila
Sheila. Thank
is
you.
Yes, Sheila is
Thank
such a
you.
sister to us, and we are so thankful for you joining and participating, supporting. It's been times Sheila have really gave me a lot of insight when I'm ready to snap a little
Off
bit
with their
ago on Sheila.
heads.
Yeah, Sheila have really,
We
help
see.
me see it in a way that means I ain't gotta cut you out or block you because I'm done. So I really do appreciate you, Sheila, for being a sister to us, for just being so open and being such a friend. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times in these social media worlds, we find one authentic gem out of 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So we're so thankful to have you for our connection that we have with you. We wish you so
Girl.
much love and support on your events. I will post them on my Instagram so people can see them more clearly. For your events, we pray that you continue to have success and great results with your clients. I know you only talked about the fibroid tea that you have, but I do know that you have a lot of other things that you do. So I will share her information, guys, and her website and stuff like that, and how you can find her. Like I said, she's at Yamaya's Gift on Instagram. So thank you for your support, sis. We really truly appreciate you.
Oh no,
Ashe.
I thank y'all for having me.
Thank you.
This has really been edifying. I really enjoyed it. So
Ashe.
Thank you.
I miss me.
Ashe. You
Thank
know what's so
you.
funny is I'm listening and you talking about she telling you to not cuss people out and not black people, and I be telling her the opposite. I be like, girl, listen, you need to be cussing people out because they not about to keep on trying you and be talking to
But
you like you ain't got no, you know.
see, that's the thing though. See, it's all about what different people need, because you gave me such vital advice that I was arguing back with you, not arguing back with you back, because it didn't really make sense. And I was driving home almost back to Alabama. It dawned on me, and I was like, oh. And I have a bad,
Some people need to be cussed out.
but and she did, but I didn't even catch that she was. I was hours away before I realized that she was. She was just like, it don't make sense. That's dumb. And I'm like, but I don't mind. And I stopped saying I don't mind. I don't even say that no more.
Cause she fucking do mine. I mean,
Because I do mind.
Yeah,
yeah,
amen.
because
Words
you
are
know,
so
and I
powerful.
and I love, being able to be a light for my sisters and being able to show them themselves and help them to understand, like, you don't have to give your light away, period, none, never, anytime you don't feel like it. And that goes back to the theme of today of that sacrifice. Like, you
Yeah.
don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Me and Sheila at a gas station, a dude like, hey, I'm like, you don't have to talk to him. Pull off. Ew. And she was like, oh, skirt.
She said, ew.
Trying to be rude, and it was just like, and ever since then, I was like, listen. Even my grandson, they be talking about it, cause my son, he would say like, cause you'll grab me somebody, cause he don't have to. I'm like, because he don't. He
Period.
lives, I don't have to worry.
Period. And that's the one thing that I practice, like, even with my children. Like, I ain't never been a parent. If my child don't want to talk to you, I don't, it ain't disrespectful. My child don't like your energy, gone somewhere. They ain't gotta speak to you. If I don't like your energy, I'm not about to speak to you. You know what I'm saying? People put too much pressure on other people for so many things, so many constructs that we have from society. You get to keep the ones that you need to apply to what you need,
Yeah.
but all the rest of that shit, let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes, I also want to send a shout out to Anna in the comments. Thank you so much, sis, for joining. Sophia, would you like do you have any events or anything you want to speak about?
Yes, I actually do. Well, if y'all in the DFW area, I do have Easter, I will be at an Easter event this Sunday in Arlington, on Cooper. The address is 2625 South Cooper Street. So if you want to stop by, come to my table and say hello. And I do sell candles. I also have attention candles too. Again, I do have those protection candles, energy cleanse, manifest, inner peace. And I also make just regular scented candles if y'all like that. So if y'all want to stop by, you can come see me.
Ashe.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any events for you, sis?
Um, I'll be speaking at the University of Miami on all April 8th about entheogens, the animal kingdom, and the reproductive system. Um, so if you guys will be in the Florida or Miami area, I encourage you all to come on down. It will be the psychedelic conference that's going on at the University of Miami. So there will be a lot of different speakers talking about different things. Um, there will be demos going on, and I'm sure you'll be able to catch a few products or some, you know. So if you're in that area, come on through and catch me. I think that I speak at 10 a.m. that morning. All of the details will be posted on my Instagram page at Ifeche Speaks. So yeah, that's it for me at the moment.
Well, sister, I'm so happy for all of you guys. You know, that is a beautiful thing that we're able to continue to share our gifts and our loves with everyone. So like I say before, I don't really stamp or support nobody I don't believe in. You know what I'm saying? My heart is at a place in my life where it can only receive authentic and genuine love, that fake love, that fake sister stuff, you know.
Keep it.
It's just, yeah, so I'm so thankful for all of you guys coming on the live with me. You guys mean so much to me. Everyone in the
Likewise.
comments, thank you guys for supporting me and supporting us and supporting our endeavors and just being a viewer. So we want to thank you guys for coming. um
Thank you.
if during the week, we'll be back next Thursday at 7. So if during the week you guys have any prayer requests that you want to put in, you can go to thepriestesshood.org. I will be creating a mini video that just shows you how to do it. You just go online, go to the prayer request form, and post it. We don't say names, we just say initials. So we really encourage you guys to send in your prayer requests and then tune in so you guys can be with us during the prayer.
Ashe.
Tell family, friends too about us.
Ashe.
Yeah. Yes. Amen. Thank you all for coming. We surely appreciate you guys. We hope you have a safe weekend, a beautiful
Ashe.
last day of the week or work week or whatever Friday means to you. And that the
We love
weekend is,
Friday over here, right, Christina?
yes, love day.
Okay. Get all
So thank
mushy
you
on
guys
it.
so much. And please join us next week. All right,
Thank
sisters.
Peace.
Peace.
you. Bye.
Bye.